Now I can write VO as, when I am applying KVL in the output loop, as you know we have done this in BJT also, the current is nothing but GM into VGS. Why it is shown as dependent current source? Because the current is depending on the value of VGS, hence it is shown as GM into VGS. Now GM into VGS into RS parallel RO. The logic behind the writing in this format I have already told you in BJT as well as JFET while solving the problem, right? Now when you are applying KVL from input to output, what will be the equation? You can say I am starting from VI, then VGS, and then VO. I can write VI, or say I can write it as V in, the input voltage, or VI. So V in, then we are living with a negative sign for VGS, so minus VGS. We are living with a negative sign for VO, so minus VO equals to 0. I can write this as V in is equals to VGS plus VO, right? We have found the equation for VO. So when you substitute VO over here, equation will be VGS plus GM into VGS into RS parallel RO. So when you take VGS common, it will be 1 plus GM into RS parallel RO. RO is nothing but the resistance because of the, you can say, lambda into IDQ thermal resistance, which we are considering only when lambda is given. V in we have found out, right? So we can write VGS as V in upon 1 plus GM into RS parallel RO. So we have got VGS in terms of V in, which can be further written as, when you take GM out, it will be 1 upon GM, dividing by GM, it will be 1 upon GM plus RS parallel RO, that is dividing it by 1 upon GM. This will be VGS. Now I can write V in terms of, V in is voltage at this point, so I can write V in the first case we are applying KVL from V in minus VGS minus VO is equal to 0. So we are applying KVL from this point to this point. We are not including VI. VI is our main source. We are applying KVL from V in to the output. So V in minus VGS minus VO is equal to 0. That will give you this derivation. I can express V in as, you can say this is your R1 parallel to R2. Here we are writing V in. Here we have VI. This terminal is grounded. Here you have RSI. I can write V in as R1 parallel to R2 upon RSI plus R1 parallel to R2 potential divider rule into VI. And if I am considering R1 parallel to R2 as the input resistance Ri, then this equation will be V in is equal to Ri upon Ri plus RSI into VI, right? So I can write the voltage gain final equation, AV is nothing but VO upon VI. What is the equation for VO? We can say VO is nothing but GM into VGS upon VGM into VGS RS parallel to RO. This equation I am using, RS parallel to RO divided by VGS. We have got VI as VGS, that is from, you can say, equation 2 and equation 3. Instead of V in, if I am substituting VI, so what I will get? I will get it as VGS into 1 plus GM into RS parallel RO, or we can write it again. What we can say, we have got this equation, VGS is V in upon, you can see we have got this equation, VGS is V in upon 1 plus GM into RS parallel RO. The same equation is written over here, and we have got V in as this. So what I am doing, instead of writing V in, I will substitute this part over here. So what you will get? You will get this equation, which will have, instead of V in, we will have Ri upon Ri plus RSI into Vi. So this is the substituted term, and this term is just multiplied with it, right? And if I want to express VI in terms of VGS, VI will remain on the other side, and this entire term will get multiplied with VGS. So we'll get VGS into 1 plus GM RS parallel RO upon Ri plus RSI upon Ri. So we can say VO we have written as GM into VGS into RS parallel RO. This we have already found out. Can see here we have already found out GM VGS RS parallel RO. The same equation I am using here, and instead of VI I will write VGS 1 plus GM RS parallel RO. Instead of this division, when it goes above, I can write it as Ri upon Ri plus RSI. So this is how I will get the equation for voltage gain. Now in this, VGS and VGS will cancel out, and the final equation for the gain AV will be GM RS parallel RO upon 1 plus GM into RS parallel RO multiplied by Ri upon Ri plus RSI.